And joining us now with more on Florence, where it's headed, is Joe Bastardi. He is the chief forecaster for Weather Bell Analytics. So, Joe, where do you think Florence is most likely to make landfall as of right now?
Well, there's nothing we can say different from the Hurricane Center. In fact, Wednesday on Weather Bell, we put out a forecast 10 days away or so that this was going to hit in those areas because of the type of pattern that we were in. And in fact, on August 23rd, the Japanese generated computer model showed that we were going to get into a real big burst. And I was on here in the Christian Broadcast Network setting up Gordon with that a couple of weeks ago. So this is all part of a 2 to 3 week burst. Once we get to September 20th and beyond, it's all done, essentially. So Florence, to me, is a done deal. And by that, I mean this. Folks, if you follow us on Weather Bell, I'm not trying to be pompous or egotistical. Ego means edge God out, by the way. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to recap that this has been a long time coming. And so I have no changes, no difference from what the National Hurricane Center has. It's going to be a storm comparable in intensity at landfall to Hugo and Hazel. Those are the benchmark storms on the Carolina coastline, strong Category 4 hurricanes. But the difference with this is it's not going to move fast. It's going to go inland, sit over the southern Appalachians, and lead to 3 to 4 feet of rain in parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, perhaps even into Southwest Virginia. So when this is all said and done, this is probably going to be the costliest storm in the history of the Carolinas, because not only are you dealing with a major hurricane hit, but you're dealing with flooding of biblical proportions. Not only that, you folks on the Texas Gulf Coast, we think you're going to get hit by a tropical storm later this week. This is going to develop out of the Western Caribbean and come at Texas. We have a couple more out there. Isaac is going to get into the Caribbean, it looks like, this weekend. It'll probably be a hurricane when it gets there, then it'll weaken. Helene will stay out at sea. And this whole end game with Florence, by the way, is that the storm stalls, dies, but tries to come back southeastward early next week into a large area of low pressure off the southeast coast of the United States, which in and of itself may be something to watch too. So we've got 10 days of wild weather in the tropics, and then as fast as it came up, you're going to see it calm down.
Yeah. All right. Well, Joe Bastardi, thank you so much. We will certainly be checking in with you as this gets closer. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.